Child, halt and pay attention. This isn't just another message. Evan has been trying to reach out to you, but your heart has been too weighed down to catch my signal. You felt something stirring, something unusual in your soul. That wasn't your imagination, that was me. I sent two spirits from heaven to assist you, to shield you, to alert you. But you've been preoccupied. You've been too engrossed, too hurt, too tired to perceive it. I am speaking to you now clearly. Don't disregard this. Don't swipe past this message. Your future, your calm, your next step depends on what I'm about to convey. I have sent help from heaven. But you must listen with your soul, not just your ears. You are not alone in what you're experiencing. Even when it seems like everyone has abandoned you, even when the silence around you feels too deafening, I have been by your side. I have walked alongside you when no one else could empathize with your sorrow. I saw your tears when no one was watching. I heard your unspoken prayers, and I did not overlook them. I responded. I acted. I sent two spirits from heaven. One to provide you with wisdom, the other to shield you with protection, but you haven't identified them. You felt instances where something inside warned you, don't go there. You've had moments where everything within you said, wait, don't speak. Don't trust that person. But you didn't know it was me speaking through my spirit of wisdom. You thought it was just your thoughts, but it was a divine warning. It was my voice. There were days you felt sudden peace while crying. There were nights where you should have fallen apart completely, but somehow you found courage. That wasn't your own strength. That was my spirit of protection. I wrapped you in my embrace. I sent my presence to guard you when adversity planned against you, to shatter you. There were conflicts you never witnessed. There were snares you never entered, not by chance, but because I prevented them, because I supplied aid, because I'm your father. But now I need to converse with you personally. Why are you disregarding my advice? Why do you persist in doubting when I have been demonstrating reality and illusion? Why do you continue to invest time and effort into things I already advised you to distance yourself from? Why do you remain near people who deplete you, knowing they are not approved by me? I presented the truth. I unveiled their intentions. I labeled the meth dealer. You requested answers and I provided them, but you shut your eyes again. Why, my child? I am not enraged with you. I cherish you too dearly. But I am warning you again because what's approaching next demands full focus. You can't afford to miss another message. The adversary has been observing you. He's been seeking opportunities to lure you back into what I rescued you from. He's been attempting to weaken you, hoping you'll surrender. But what he didn't anticipate was the protection I've established for you. The spirits I dispatched are still present, but they need your consent. They need your obedience. Type 222 to claim it. You can't claim to trust me while ignoring my counsel. You can't pray for guidance and then chart your own course. My child, your future is too valuable to treat carelessly. I have arranged things. I am coordinating people, locations, and instances specifically for you. I am placing answers in the correct spots, but you must be ready to receive them. Declare, I trust in your promises. If you're clinging to his word, stop acting based on fear. Stop making choices out of loneliness. Stop revisiting damaged places just because they feel comfortable. I have set events in motion. I am organizing people, locations, and moments exclusively for you. I am positioning answers where they should be found, but you must be prepared to discover them, urging you toward something bigger, better. And the path ahead necessitates letting go of what no longer fits your narrative. You've asked, Lord, why do I feel stagnant? But I tell you, because you've been disregarding my subtle cues. I prompted you to remain steady, but you fled. I advised you to wait, but you rushed ahead. I warned you through dreams, delays, discomfort, but you didn't recognize it as me. You saw it as a setback. You saw it as rejection, but it was guidance. There are some blessings I withheld, not to punish you, but to preserve you. There are some connections I ended not to harm you, but because I foresaw they'd harm you later. There were some doors I locked, and you mourned before them, but I grinned because I knew what lay beyond. And now I am opening new doors. But you must be able to discern them. You must be able to hear me when I say move, and when I say wait, the spirit of wisdom still guides you. Listen carefully, you'll start to feel it again. In your discussions, in your thoughts, in small occurrences, when something feels amiss, it is my spirit saying, focus. When something feels serene, even if it seems illogical, that is my spirit saying, this is me. Don't disregard that. The spirit of protection still guards you. At unexpected delay, at failed plan, at last-minute change, it isn't always an obstacle. Sometimes it is me guiding you away from what could have shattered your spirit. You see only a part of the picture, but I see it all. I am the beginning and the end. I perceive what you don't. Trust me once more, my child. The adversary has been persistent. He's whispered falsehoods in your ear. He's tried to deceive you. Don't believe him, to make you feel overlooked. He's attempted to persuade you that nothing will ever alter, but he is a deceiver. You are selected. You are not a deity. You are not defeated. The fact that you are still present, still breathing, still resisting, that is evidence of my power in your life. The adversary tried to demolish you, but I shielded you. And now I state this clearly. Within the next few days, I will provide proof. I will send a sign tailored to you. You will recognize it as mine. You will sense my tranquility. You will hear my voice. But when I speak, don't hesitate. Obey. You have been seeking answers. They are approaching. You have been seeking change. Type God is good if you love God. It is in motion. You have been seeking peace. I am granting it now. But my guidance remains. Stay near me. Don't move ahead of me. Don't let people, fear, or timing lead you to places I didn't direct, my child. I care for you. I have waited patiently. But the time has arrived for you to rise. You cannot remain in fear. You cannot stay stagnant. Your purpose surpasses your suffering. What I have planned for you is worth every tear you shed. Every delay had a rationale, every locked door had a motive, and every lonely night is about to make sense. Don't disregard this message. Don't muffle my voice with your distractions. I am speaking now. The spirits I sent are watching, guarding, guiding. Stay in prayer, stay in place. Your breakthrough is near. It's closer than you think. Now take a breath and listen again. I am with you. I am for you. I have been before you. And nothing the enemy has done will impede what I'm about to do next. You have endured so much for so long, not just burdens but doubts, not just sorrow but silence. You've pondered. If I still talk, if I still guide, if I still act in your world, and I tell you now I never ceased. I was the one who supported you when your energy waned. I was the one who shielded your thoughts when they raged like tempests. I was the one who set protective barriers between you and harm when you didn't sense a threat. You might have forgotten those instances, but I didn't. I documented every episode where I intervened, even when you believed I was silent. You were never navigating this journey alone. You may have felt unnoticed by others, but not by me. My gaze has never wavered from you, not for a moment. Recall the day you considered giving up, but something urged you on. It wasn't something. That was the strength I dispatched to bolster you. That voice that interrupted your whirlwind of thoughts was wisdom speaking. This is not the conclusion. That feeling that advised against trust or abandonment was my mercy shielding you from the trap that lay in wait. You said, God, why is life so burdensome? And I respond to you because you've been moving without relying on me. You've borne things you were never intended to bear alone. I didn't ask you to understand it all. I simply asked you to follow me. But too frequently you followed your fears. You followed people who didn't know me. You followed feelings that shifted every hour. I am aware of your intentions. I am conscious of your desire for familiarity. Type 1111 if you love God, Jesus. But now I am adjusting your path. I am correcting your journey. The warnings I gave you weren't intended to frighten you. They were meant to safeguard you. They were messages of mercy. The two entities I sent, wisdom and protection, were not only there to ward off danger. They were also present to guide you, cause harm, but to pave the way for your promise. When you brushed aside those unsettled feelings, you missed the first hint. When you muffled your spirit with noise, you missed the second. But I didn't stop speaking. I have sent this message to reach you one more time. This is not a coincidence. This is not a random video. This is a divine interruption. I am trying to get your attention because something greater is near. What's coming is not like what you've known. You cannot move into the next chapter with the same mindset. You cannot bring old habits into new territory, and you cannot afford to be spiritually oblivious. There is a reason things feel strange lately. I am calling you higher. Uncertainty you feel around certain people, it's not judgment, it's discernment. That sudden pull away from a path you thought you wanted, it's not confusion. It's redirection. I am guiding your steps so you do not walk into what was never meant to bear your name. The delay you're experiencing is not denial. It is divine timing. If I gave you what you asked for before you were ready, it would not bless you. It would overwhelm you. So I withheld it for your own safety. Now I am working behind the scenes. Not just changing things for you, but also changing you for the things I have planned. But my child, you must be vigilant. You must be observant. You must listen. The enemy is still whispering, still watching, still trying to draw you back. This plan is not innovative. It's repetitive. He's trying to use the same distractions, the same people, the same patterns to lead you astray. But the difference now is you know better. You've heard my voice before. You felt my guidance. And deep down you already sense what I'm telling you now. Dear friends, if our videos have ever resonated with your heart or brought you closer to me, listen carefully. Dear God, please help our cause with heartfelt gratitude below. Your generosity means everything to us. God bless you greatly. Don't ignore things I've already asked you to abandon. Don't defend staying where my peace has departed. Don't sow seeds in soil that's toxic. I have fresh ground for you. I've prepared new spaces for you to thrive. But you must lift your feet from places I never directed you to. The two spirits assigned to you are still present. Wisdom will guide you to discern what is mine and what isn't. He will speak in silence. It will come like a gentle thought, like a brief pause in your spirit. Don't disregard it. Listen. Protection will guard you like a barrier. It will stand between you and the adversary's attacks. You may not see all the battles fought around you, but remember this. Type 777 if you believe in God, Jesus. You were shielded at close calls, at unexpected changes of plan. The door that closed before you entered, that was my protection. That was my hand. You cried out, God, do you even care? About me, and I reply now, I cared when no one else did. I cared when you were overlooked. I cared when others only saw your exterior but never knew the struggles within. I cared enough to pause this moment and speak directly to you now. You asked, when will things finally turn around? And I say, when you listen thoroughly. When you begin to trust what I reveal, even if it's strange. When you start following before comprehending. That's when things will change. That's when doors will open that no one can lock. You must realize your upcoming actions are sacred. You are not just wandering aimlessly anymore. You are being guided. Every day now is significant. Every choice matters. You are entering a time where alignment is more crucial than opportunities. Despite its appeal, it might not be from me. I'll bring you tranquility, not tension. I'll clarify it, not complicate you. I'll guide you softly, not roughly. That's how you'll recognize it's me. But I'll also assess your commitment. I'll permit quiet periods to observe if you'll still find me. I'll permit unanswered prayers for time to pull your heart back towards mine. Not to crush you, but to mold you more deeply. Because what lies ahead is significant, and you must be grounded, not merely enthusiastic. So now I invite you, will you trust me again? Will you offer me your wholehearted yes, not just in words but in actions? Will you pause long enough to hear me distinctly? Will you allow the messengers I sent to guide you instead of emotions that keep fluctuating? This isn't only about progress. This is about becoming who I designed you to be. And now I declare within the next few days, I'll start to make things clearer. I'll start to disclose who genuinely supports you. I'll remove what's been sent to divert you. I'll lift the haze from your mind. I'll bring new confirmation and you'll recognize it was me. But don't procrastinate. You'll miss this opportunity again. Let go of what's battling for your focus but not advancing your purpose. I have more in store for you. Greater is on the horizon. Your name is being called in locations you haven't explored yet. Your obedience will open the door. You've been walking with questions, carrying a heart burdened with thoughts you haven't shared with anyone. Not because you didn't want to, but because you didn't know how to express what you've been experiencing. It's not just a matter of fact, and it's not just deeper than that. It's the weight of unspoken regrets. It's the longing of hopes that never materialized. It's the pain of expectations that didn't come true. Peaceful struggle of maintaining strength when feeling weary in hidden spots. But I observe it all. I see where you've been suppressing tears to keep moving. I see the instances where you grin in public but feel hollow when alone. I see how your mind fights to stay concentrated when everything around seems unsteady. I see when you try to motivate others while privately questioning if your breakthrough is imminent. And I want you to comprehend this. You haven't missed your opportunity. You haven't lagged behind. You haven't been ignored. What you're experiencing isn't punishment, it's preparation. I have engineered this growth so that when I deliver what I pledged, you will be strong enough to bear it. You've been pleading for change. You've requested me to alter your life, open paths, disclose solutions. And I acknowledged every request. But before I modify the exterior, I'm working on the interior of you. I'm constructing something solid, something rooted. Because where I am guiding you, shaky faith won't endure. Emotion-driven decisions won't sustain. You must be founded on truth in me. That's why you feel pressure within your spirit. That's why certain things that once comforted you no longer fulfill. I'm transforming your cravings. I'm altering your environment. I'm disconnecting you from what cannot persist in the next phase. Not because I want you to suffer, but because I want you to develop. Development isn't always loud. Sometimes it feels like silence. Sometimes it feels like separation. But what seems like isolation is actually divine guidance. You're not being abandoned. You're being summoned forward. I'm drawing you away from the din so you can finally hear me clearly. I need you to stop doubting what I've instilled within you. Stop questioning the anointing I bestowed upon you. Stop shrinking around people who don't grasp your purpose. I didn't create you for this, to fit in. I set you aside for a purpose. You're not supposed to blend in everywhere. You're not meant to stay where people only accept the convenient version of you. I'm highlighting the courage in you, the strength, the reason. Yes, you've been tested. Yes, things have felt uncertain, but I have not deserted you. This is part of the shaking. I'm shaking everything that's not tied to me so that what remains will be unshakable. I know you've had to let go of things you wanted to keep. I know you had to distance yourself from people you care about. I know it hasn't been easy to watch others progress while you felt stagnant. But you were never standing still. I was securing you. I was concealing you. I was shielding you from premature exposure, because what I'm doing in you is sacred. I'm nurturing you in secret before I present you publicly. I'm refining your spirit so that when I promote you, nothing can bring you down. I'm providing you with the kind of peace that doesn't crack under stress, the kind of wisdom that isn't swayed by opinions, the kind of clarity that isn't muddled by noise. That's why I keep urging you to venture deeper. I want you to stop accepting shallow prayers. I want you to stop living off yesterday's faith. I want you to rekindle your hunger again. Return to the place where you listen for my voice before anyone else's. Return to the peaceful place where it was just me and you. I never left that place. I've been patiently waiting. The adversary has been trying to mislead you, saying I'm distant. He's been trying to make you think you're insignificant, but he is a deceiver. Every time you thought I was silent, I was working. Every time you felt overlooked, I was preparing your name to be announced. Every moment you struggled, I was strengthening you. My thoughts were wasted, I was scribbling in your narrative. I'm rewinding time, I'm redeeming what you misplaced. I'm bringing meaning out of everything the adversary tried to ruin. And listen carefully now. I'm not just responding to your prayers, I'm doing something greater than you anticipated. I'm transforming what was intended for harm into a base of blessing. I'm taking the spots where you felt most overlooked and making them the place where you will be most valued. I'm taking the period that tried to crush you and using it to propel you. But this calls for your consent. You cannot keep straddling the fence with me. You cannot keep saying yes with your lips while your heart clings to old places. I'm asking for all of you not because I crave control, but because I want to offer you something superior to what you're holding onto. Let go of the need to comprehend everything. Let go of the pressure to correct what only I can alter. Let go of the fear that echoes, what if it doesn't happen? I manage the outcome. I manage the timing. I manage your name in rooms you haven't visited yet. Comment. You are my light, Jesus. If he guided you out of darkness, the spirits I sent wisdom and protection are still with you. They are whispering to you even now. Listen for the silence. Focus on the promptings. I communicate in ways you don't always foresee. A delay can be my signal. A locked door can be my safeguard. A sudden change in your heart can be me redirecting you. You don't have to understand it all, just walk with me. Just trust me one more time. Because what's coming is not insignificant. What I am preparing for you surpasses what you envisioned. I'm not only restoring, I'm multiplying. I'm not just repairing what was damaged. I'm giving you something fresh and new. You need to stay close. You need to stay prepared. And most importantly, you need to believe again. Your story isn't over. Your best days are not in the past. The tears you've shed have nourished the soil where your blessing is about to flourish. You've been holding your breath in life, waiting, hoping, watching days pass by while questioning if anything is actually changing. You stood in a room smiling while your spirit whispered, "God, is there more than this?" I heard you. I didn't overlook that silent prayer. You didn't utter it aloud, but your heart was calling me and I responded. I've been working while you've been waiting. I've been making changes in the invisible that your eyes haven't seen yet. You thought nothing was happening. But beneath the surface, roots have been growing. Foundations have been laying. The delay you dreaded was actually time I used to build something strong beneath you. You don't see it yet, but soon you will. There's been a longing inside you, a kind of spiritual hunger you can't define. Even when things seem fine on the outside, something deeper keeps bothering you. You feel the yearning for something greater, something more significant, something true. That yearning isn't confusion, it's a call. At peace is not punishment, it's awakening. I'm waking up the deeper parts of you that have been hidden beneath survival. You had to keep going even when your energy ran out. You stayed quiet when your heart wanted to shout. You stayed hopeful even when it felt like the heavens were silent. That level of resilience isn't typical. That strength didn't come from you by yourself. It came from me. I provided you with what you needed each day, even when you didn't sense it. I've witnessed your persistence. I've witnessed your presence for others when your own soul felt empty. I've observed you give when no one knew how much it cost you. That generosity isn't ordinary. That compassion didn't come from you alone. It came from me. Goes unignored. Heaven has observed every act of compliance, every instance of compassion, every tear you dried in private. I will compensate. I am reliable to honor what others disregard. I'm not merely restoring the items you lost. I'm rewarding the things you donated, the love you gave freely, the trust you extended to people who didn't safeguard it, the assistance you offered without receiving it back. I observed it all, and I'm the God who recalls. I also understand how weary you feel, not just physically but in your spirit. It's not merely exhaustion. And it's the weariness of unanswered questions, waiting patiently for that stretch to end, the wondering if what I promised is still coming. Yes, it is, and I haven't altered my stance towards you. My promise is still intact. Even when you doubted yourself, I still believed in what I planted within you. Even when you tried to depart from the call, I held you near. That's why certain doors wouldn't open for you. Not because you were undeserving, but because they weren't part of your assignment. I sealed some paths so you wouldn't linger in places I never meant you to dwell. There is something sacred about the phase you're approaching now. This is more than just a turning point. This is a divine moment. You're on the verge of discovering answers. And not just answers for your predicament, but answers for your identity. I'm about to reveal why the last chapter had to unfold. I'm about to reveal what I was shielding you from. I'm about to reveal who you truly are when the din subsides and the dust settles. But you must walk cautiously now. You can't afford to wander. You can't afford to listen to voices that steer you away from me. I demand a deeper devotion. Not because I crave dominance, but because I want your recovery to be complete. I don't just want control, I want healing for you. I wish to fix what's damaged, I aim to make it fresh. This means eliminating certain aspects. I'm disengaging you from what dulled your spirit. I'm detaching you from what occupied you but didn't serve your purpose. Don't fight what I'm decluttering. Don't retrace your steps to what I've already turned off. I'm not merely evicting you. I'm advancing you. There are individuals I'm introducing into your life who will address your soul, not just your predicament. I'm organizing divine dialogues, divine links, divine protection. I'm placing you amidst those who won't exhaust you but refine you. Those who will acknowledge your blessing, not rival it. And this time, you won't have to demonstrate your value to be cherished. You won't need to diminish yourself to be embraced. What lies ahead for you is a profound tranquility, not superficial comfort, but a grounded calmness. Tranquility that won't abandon you when things turbulence. Tranquility that persists during transition. Serenity that anchors you. When you can't perceive the complete image because I am the one holding the picture, you only see a fragment, yet I hold the comprehensive plan. I'm knitting together what seemed scattered. I'm binding together what seemed disjointed. What appeared to be loss was a setup for synchronization. What appeared to be the end was the beginning of something novel. Nothing has been squandered. Even your silent periods had purpose. And now I require you to do this. Trust my timing once more. Not your own. Not the world's, not others, mine. You've been tempted to hasten things just to sense advancement. But motion without direction leads to fatigue. I don't want you merely to progress. I desire you to progress with me. That's why I've been schooling you in patience. That's why I've slowed down the pace, not to discipline you, but to shield you. Because when I act, things will happen swiftly. When the gates open, expect rapid change. Unlocked, they will expand vastly. When the truths arrive, they will emerge clearly. And I don't want you to overlook it due to distractions or being only partly prepared. I want your heart centered, your mind clear, your spirit open. So, my child, remain shut. Keep searching for me. Don't be swayed by pressure. Don't let noise overpower my voice. I'm still talking and I'm still guiding. The spirit of wisdom will aid you in identifying what is from me. The spirit of protection will continue safeguarding your path, but your obedience is crucial. You must react, you must move when I instruct, you must stop when I command. That's how you'll stay shielded. That's how you'll avoid unwanted obstacles. I'm still fulfilling my vows. Don't lose faith now. You're nearer than you imagine. I'm on the verge of revealing insights that alter your course. I'm about to unveil opportunities you didn't even ask for. And I'm about to remind you again that I have never abandoned your side. You've been carrying a burden unknowingly. Thoughts that loop in your mind at night. Memories you try to suppress and dreams you fear to embrace due to past disappointments. I perceive the thoughts you conceal. I perceive the strain behind your smile. You've learned how to appear strong, how to persist, how to keep appearing. Yet deep inside, there's been a silent pain that you've never truly acknowledged. But I comprehend it. I comprehend every unspoken emotion you've harbored. You don't need to explain anything to me. I understand even the things you can't express with words. And today I want you to know this. I'm alleviating that unseen burden from you. That pressure in your chest, a heaviness in your spirit, a persistent question of whether things will ever improve. I'm relieving it. You must give, and I say to you, it's not because you're breaking. Because I'm building you, I'm increasing your capacity. I'm fortifying your foundation. You've asked me for more but more, can't rest on a flimsy base, so I'm delving deep. Dear Jesus Christ, thank you for your loving presence in my life. Today I come to you with an open heart, asking you to help me live in a way that pleases you. Let the fruit of your Spirit grow in me day by day, little by little. Lord, teach me to love kindly, patiently, and without expecting anything in return. Fill my heart with joy, not just when things aren't hard, but even when life feels unpredictable. Help me to find peace in your presence, knowing that you guide every moment of my life. Give me patience, Lord, especially when I feel pressed or irritated. Help me to wait with trust, knowing that your time is always right. Help me to be kind even when others are not, and to show goodness in both my words and actions. Let faithfulness grow in my heart so I can stay close to you and follow you every day. Teach me gentleness so I can speak and act with care and respect. And give me self-control, Lord, so I can make sensible choices and honor you in all I do. Jesus, I want to live like you. I want people to see your light in me. Help me to represent you well in this world, not by being flawless, but by being loving, forgiving, and loyal. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for molding me. I trust you to continue your beautiful work in me. In your holy name, I pray, Amen. Share this message because someone else's healing might start with your act of faith. Amen. Thanks for watching this God message. May God, Jesus, will grant you abundance in every aspect of your life. Type 222 if you agree.